able to be with us, but everyone else is here. Item number 2 is our prayer. As always, we'll ask Dave Fair to lead the prayer.
Thank you, John. Let's all stand and acknowledge, and we will do prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Father, we thank you in the name of Jesus for Brown County. We thank you for those that have been placed in authority over us according to the Bible. Father, I ask you to bless each person here today, bless their families. Father, give them wisdom, Lord, wisdom as they have to do things, make decisions, and go about these things. We thank you for them, Lord. And now may the Lord bless you and keep you, cause his face to shine upon you, and give you peace. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Dave.
Yes, sir.
All right, item number 3 is citizens' comments, and I don't have anyone signed up to speak today. So item number 4 is consideration approval of minutes from July 13th, 2020.
Make a motion to approve minutes.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right. Okay, item number 5 is a consideration approval of any treasurer or auditor's reports as needed. Don't have anything, Ann? Nothing?
Not
Okay.
today, thank you.
All right, no problem. Let's see, item number 6 is consideration of payment of any bills as needed. So you have the bills in front of you.
Move those to the last.
Can we move them to the last, or I will table those to give everybody a chance to read them. Item number 7 is our consent agenda. We take it individually though. Item number 7A is sponsored by Commissioner Kelton, consideration of possible approval regarding the action on the burn ban. Cheryl, could you come up for a sec?
Sure.
Commissioner Kelton had some questions. You may have the answers, you may not.
The sheriff and I talked to, but, so we were just curious, what are you seeing as the cause of most of the fires that we're having right now?
A couple of the fires, one on County Road 192 that gave us the most fits. Well, it started out as they were jumping off the tractor and had some wires shorted.
Okay.
Had a couple of flashovers or flare-ups from that carried on for the next couple of days. Haven't heard on the 205 fire. It was mostly in Coleman County, so they're investigating it. The fires in Dakota County that were threatening to come across the county line were both started by well owners. There's some other fires that they're looking into. Buddy Preston is been on vacation, he's back and is looking into the other fires starting this morning. Probably with some assistance from law enforcement from the Forest Service.
See the sheriff has stood up there.
I just wanted to say there's been a few incidents where my deputies are responding to residents where they're burning household trash on the outside. You know, they've been the burn barrel and got it covered, but we feel like that's still quite a bit of danger, based upon the wind and the low humidity and all of that.
It all takes one ember to
Right.
carry on through that screen.
So I don't know if we can amend the outdoor burning to include household trash, or if y'all even want to consider that, but that's an issue that we have.
Very good point. John?
Have any fires started by that?
None that I know of, Commissioner, but
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
It seemed like the burn ban did include something to that language.
we did several years ago, we did a total outdoor, I don't know what,
I thought that's what we had in place now was.
well, we're still allowing the burning the barrel with the cover over, because that's a household, that's a health issue in some places, and then there's people still welding, I mean, that's part of his livelihood, so, but we several years ago when things were very, very bad, we tried to institute total outdoor burning of all kinds for a while, and we've done that before. I'm not sure exactly what authority we have on that, but I know we need to encourage everybody to be cautious, and if they're gonna think they're gonna have to burn at the very least, if they're gonna be burning outside, they need to be somebody there to attend it with a hose. For welding, they need to have somebody at the spotter at this point, but I don't know what action we need to take this time. What do you think?
Unless it is, total outdoor burning. And then there are some other criteria that we have to meet to declare that. But at this point, the burn ban says that, burning of household trash, like you said, with a cover is okay.
Maybe those in the media can help us get that word out, make sure that the barrels
I
are
mean,
covered.
so, like I said, it's, under the current deal, it's legal to do that, but I don't know if it's advisable, I don't know about that.
The household burning is only for burning it in a barrel, not a pit, not a large, I guess, area or anything else, but in a barrel only with a cover over it, a grate.
Okay, so we take no action at this point, other than that.
We're gonna-
It needs to remain in effect.
Yes.
Um,
And we'll, I guess we'll say, we'll take no action to burn them, remain on, and ask everybody to use extreme caution. Spotters when they're welding, somebody be with them with that, and if you're gonna do any kind of outdoor burning, it's meant to be there with a hose watching it once a night. Our firefighters will probably give out.
They are.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. All right, item number 7B, Lisa, are you back there somewhere? Is Lisa Dick from the Brownwood Health Department. She's gonna give us an update on the COVID situation. Good morning.
Good morning. So right now, we have had 273 positive cases in our Brown County. Of those, 144 are recovered. We've had 13 deaths. Total tested is 2,906, and there have been 2,519 that are negative. There are mobile testing set up over the next 4 weeks. It will be every Wednesday, beginning this Wednesday, and then the 3 following Wednesdays. So those dates are July the 22nd and 29th, and then August the 5th and the 12th. And the hours for that testing is from 10 to 4. And it's at Coggan Intermediate Gym parking, and that is the same place that we've had it in the last several times. And we do want you to register in advance. Last time there were lots of people that did not register in advance, and there were significantly long lines. So
Is there a phone number they can call?
I did not bring that, but it is on the website, and we'll send it out again to remind everybody.
On the health department's website?
It's on the city
City
of
of
Brownwood's
Brownwood.
website.
What about, so active cases? I mean, I didn't do all the math, so how many active cases do we have?
I didn't write that down or do the math on it, but I think it's under 120, 115-ish, somewhere in there.
You haven't got the weekends figures yet, though, right?
We do not have the figures that happened over the last couple of days that haven't been added in.
How many people were in the hospital currently that you know of?
On Friday, there was one person that was in the hospital.
And are most of these outside of not the nursing home, most of these are outside of the nursing home now?
There are several that are nursing home clients, patients, residents. That number is around 30 right now. Maybe not quite that high, but.
Okay.
So,
Other questions? As all,
Wearing our masks, is that the main thing they're saying right now?
that is the main thing, social distance. I just encourage people, I know that sometimes we get the idea that it's safe now because there's not an official stay-at-home order, but the case is we're trusting people to be responsible to help us minimize the effect that this has on our community. So I encourage people to don't stay at home necessarily, but minimize those trips to the grocery store minimize the number of times that you have to be out, continue to use that social distancing, and those are all in addition to wearing the mask.
So is there any kind of trend where there's most of this, where you think maybe people are contracting some motion, because we're
Right now, there's not like an outbreak that would lead us to think that that they're all connected back to each other. There's not anything like that right now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, item number 7C, Sheriff, is Sheriff Hill. He wants to discuss approval of personnel changes.
We have, 2 employee changes, both of them's gonna be jailers. On, July the 1st, I hired John Salazar at a rate of $32,000 per year. He replaced Robert Clark at the same rate. Also on July the 1st, I hired Cody Hoosman at the rate of $32,000 per year, and he replaced Jim Robert at the same salary. So, two ahead there.
Dropping, Sheriff, sorry.
oh boy, I guess it's not there. So yeah, before you can bend over.
All right, do we need to take any action on that? I guess since they started at regular salary, it's not necessary, but I'll entertain a motion to approve the sheriff's.
I'll make a motion to approve both of the sheriff's department changes in the jail.
A motion, do we have a second? Second. All right, motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? All in favor? All right, and while we're on the subject of personnel, Bill forgot to go around last week when I wasn't here. That's the cleaning personnel, the COVID cleaners. Just to let you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I didn't see these.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Sheriff, you're in good shape?
Okay, my homework was Joe Porter.
You're not, but, no, I'm sorry, I didn't know you needed it on there.
I'm 159 inmates currently, 5 of them is contract. And I do want to tell y'all, we're starting to see a backup in inmates. Of course, TDC shut the doors. They've indicated that they've reopened and starting to take inmates, but it's been 3 weeks now, and we've yet to get a chain list. So I've got about 20 inmates sitting in the jail waiting to go to TDC jail. We have 2 of them to take the break.
We had any COVID in our jail?
We have not. Thankfully, I've got 1 part-time employee that was positive and 1 deputy that was positive. Both of them are on the road to recovery right now. So we're doing all we can to fight it right there in the jail. We're being real cautious about egress and egress.
I guess that means no jail crews for a while yet.
Yes, sir. That's all I have.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
All right, item number 7D is myself sponsored a consideration possible approval of reappointment of Shane Britton to the Board of Trustees for the Center for Life Resources. Shane isn't here, but as you know, he serves on the board. The board has asked that he, or the Center for Life Resources send a letter that you have there asking that Mr. Britton be reconfirmed. And then I'll sign the original and send it back to him.
Well, I'll move we approve the appointment of Shane Britton to the Center of Life Resources.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on this? I know it's a passion of his, so he likes serving on that board.
Yes.
All in favor? Passes unanimously. All right, item number 7E, which is our last item on the agenda, it's just it requires no action. It's a letter of recommendation you have from the district judge, Judge Ellis. I do want to read the first paragraph of it, though. The rest of it would have to do during budget process, but he writes that it's my privilege to recommend. So basically, it's a commendation for Matt. Matt, you want to stand up? Matt, who has been doing an incredible job with our, I don't know what you call it, our live streaming and being in the courtroom. We're doing live streaming now, this one over the internet, but Also, kind of an expanded version of a Zoom meeting when if they have trials in District 4, he's had to do an enormous amount of work to get that set up, and the district judge just wanted to commend you for it, and I want to make sure that you get that recognition publicly.
Thank you.
Thank
You've
you.
been here, actually been here 10 years.
Yes, this is my 10th year.
Yeah, all right.
All right, with that was the last item on the agenda. When do we need to meet again?
We gotta pay the bills.
Oh, we do have to pay the bills. I forgot. We gotta come back to that. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna put it off, so.
And there's a place for Sharon to sign on that, too, Sharon.
Did we get it patched back around?
While you're looking at the bills, do we need to meet on the 27th?
Josie sent out an email about the 29th.
We got some bills that probably need to.
That's for budget hearing.
I think we might-
Probably so I can do my quarterlies.
I think we need to pay the bills.
Okay.
So it'll be on the 27th.
We'll plan on meeting next Monday,
Yeah,
When
27th.
we start the budget process.
29th, isn't it?
Yes, we will start, that's the plan, the 29th. I just got the email this morning from the appraisal district to do the figures to calculate. So we should have those back from them, the 29th.
Okay, 31st, I'll be unavailable. That's Friday. Tuesday and me, midnight Friday.
We don't like to run a Friday for that.
Well, the only thing I know I've got to make a week. Everything else.
So yes, the plan is to start budget hearings on the 29th.
So we'll meet the 27th and then a budget hearing on the 29th.
Yes, sir.
Those would be workshops, right?
Workshops, yes.
Right. We'll be sure time with that.
Is, Brett McKibben gonna come address us on those over at that, we're gonna do it one day or longer.
I couldn't hear you.
Is Brett McKibben gonna be presenting our, what we, you got those numbers from him?
Well, that's what I was saying. I just got the email this morning for them to calculate those numbers.
He
So
did, he
they'll
delivered
do
a
the
package.
calculation.
He delivered an envelope to me on Friday afternoon. I hadn't opened it yet, but I assume that's what
That's
it is.
probably.
All right, well, I'll entertain a motion that we pay the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bill as presented by the auditor.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, pay the bills. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, we will adjourn. Our next meeting will be on the 27th at 9 a.m. And he's sitting around.
But this is Main Street.
I'm about to look down, I'm about to do it.
Yeah, I don't know what